They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Logan. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Locke off of play action. Touchdown! It's complete. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On third down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw it is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On play action, Locke. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down now. It's Logan, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big 1st down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Locke to throw. Quick slant to Hamler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. This is Logan. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Flush to his touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And there's a good catch for Nick Boyle. And yes, he sometimes gets overlooked, but that'll happen when you're playing in the shadow of Mark Andrews.
Jackson on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Block now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Block now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on first down, Locke, open man Hamler, that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the gun on third down, Locke escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's checking.
Locke to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple. From the 17, Jackson. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nwangu. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run the counter. It's Brown. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations that's really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Block now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Still 9 remaining on second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw again on second down, Locke. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Locke again. Flushed out right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Locke. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now off the bootleg. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First target, first catch, and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 7. Middle. Mike 7. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw in his lock. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Lock going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Block working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's see what you got.
Back to throw. Block. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Right back to Brown. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing is Jackson. And the coverage coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Baron Browning in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson now. He finds Latavius Murray. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Yeah.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got you. Mike 36. Mike 36.
They'll actually throw it with Locke sliding out of the pocket. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they get a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.